Street Fighter 6 is under development, and what we have seen so far from the trailers and previews shows that the game will be something special. While only a handful of characters were revealed so far, and maybe other hinted or leaked, Street Fighter 6 is guaranteed to have a big number of DLC characters joining its roster post-launch. So while I do want to see popular and recent characters make a comeback, like Fei Long or Sea Viper, there are other fighters that I always loved but have unfortunately been forgotten. So with that said, here are 5 forgotten Street Fighter characters we would love to see make a comeback with Street Fighter 6. Gekki. The purple-clawed ninja from the first Street Fighter is a mystery when it comes to the lore and story of the franchise. Fighting in a stage overlooked by Mount Fuji, Gekki relies on his sharp claws and deadly shurikens to defeat his enemies. He is an assassin for hire and one to be feared. It was revealed recently that Gekki from the first Street Fighter was killed by another master assassin, and a new younger warrior took the mantle. If Capcom is taking a page from Udon Comics' excellent Street Fighter books, then the master assassin that killed Gekki is Gen. The second Gekki is also an assassin for hire and made an appearance in Street Fighter V Vega's Ended. I believe it is time to make Gekki a playable character. With the Street Fighter 6 story taking place after Street Fighter 3 and Shadowloo's destruction, maybe Gekki too can replace Vega as the claw-wielding maniac. What do you guys think? Sodom. Originally a Final Fight boss, Sodom is a fierce warrior and a member of the Mad Gear gang. Sodom wears tabi and zori, samurai gauntlets, blue jeans, body armor, and a samurai kabuto with a mask, which obscures his facial features entirely. However, he is known to be a blue-eyed American warrior who is obsessed with Japanese culture and way of life. Sodom transitioned to Street Fighter with the Alpha series, which made him quite a fan favorite. His story revolved around him trying to recruit fighters for his new version of the Mad Gear gang, with part of the Street Fighter 6 story taking place in Metro City, and the Mad Gear gang members are clearly seen in the background of both the fighting mode as well as the World Tour mode. It would be great to get Sodom back to Street Fighter in a playable form. Before we continue with the list, a gentle reminder to like the video and subscribe if you have not done so. Also make sure to hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. There's going to be a lot of Street Fighter cool videos in the future. With that said, let's continue on with the list. Retsu. The Japanese martial artist Retsu was a CPU-controlled fighter in the first Street Fighter game. Retsu was part of a fighting monk's temple but was excommunicated for using a forbidden technique. He also happens to be a close friend of Goken, Ryoken's master. Retsu fought Ryu during the first Street Fighter and realized his mistake in using the forbidden techniques. He is a strong warrior with a compassionate side. Retsu was supposed to make his playable debut in Capcom Fighting Evolution, representing the first Street Fighter game alongside Eagle and a redesigned young version of Sagat. But due to time constraints, all 3 characters were cut from the game. With Street Fighter 6 taking inspiration from the first game in terms of atmosphere, it will be great if Retsu finally makes his playable debut in the new game. Granted, he will be a lot older due to the game's story time frame, but that did not stop Oro from kicking butt for all these years. Maki. Another Final Fight character, Maki made her debut in Final Fight 2 on the Super Nintendo. She is a member of the Bushinryu clan like Guy. She also happens to be the sister of his fiancé. Maki made her first transition to the world of Street Fighter thanks to mangaka Masahiko Nakahira in the excellent Sakura Gambaru manga. She then made her playable debut as a 2D fighter first in the fan-favorite crossover Capcom vs SNK 2, before jumping to being added to the portable version of Street Fighter Alpha 3 known as Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Maki fights using Bushinryu ninjutsu and uses a tonfa. Like Guy, she is fast and strong. Maki has been absent from Street Fighter since the PSP version of Street Fighter Alpha 3, and with Street Fighter 6 story spending some time in Metro City, this will be the perfect time to bring Maki back. Necro. Necro made his debut in the Street Fighter 3 series. His real name is Ilya, and he's a Russian young man who was experimented on by Guild Secret Society, genetically engineering him to be able to stretch his limbs and create electric current. Necro, with the help of his love Effie, escaped the secret society and embarked on a journey for freedom. With the secret society in Shodown seemingly destroyed at the time of Street Fighter 6, it will be interesting to see where Necro is at this point. His style of gameplay, while close to Dalsim, has a unique style that would be interesting to see in Street Fighter 6. Eagle, another Street Fighter 1 character that we have not seen in a while. Eagle is a cold-blooded bouncer from the UK. He comes from a long family of bodyguards and uses 2 sticks to fight his enemies. He was hired during the first tournament to defeat Sagat, but was unsuccessful, and then returned to the bar scene, eventually becoming a living legend. He later also fought against Ryu and lost. Eagle made his playable return in the highly acclaimed Capcom vs SNK 2, before becoming a playable character in Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the PSP version. Eagle's style of gameplay is very unique and would look fantastic in the new graphical style of Street Fighter 6. So what do you guys think about this selection? Are there any other fighters that I didn't mention that you want to see back? Let me know all that and more in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neogeonow. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Brian Tiard, Fahad Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, Berugadono, and Enrique Sandoval, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamia, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neogeonow patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to. Link for the Neogeo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.